The new data protection law comes into effect on the 25th of May 2018. There are many similarities between the old law and the new Data Protection Act of 2018, but it is important to understand the changes. You may wonder, why are these changes happening? They are to better protect personal data with the increased use of digital processing. So if technology's changed, does that mean the definition of personal data has also changed? Yes, the definition has expanded. Personal data is defined as any information relating to a living person that can be used to identify them. This includes all the components from the DPA 98 definition, such as your name, date of birth and home phone number. But under the new legislation, the definition has broadened to accommodate advances in technology. For example, it includes online identifiers, like your computer's IP address, and genetic and biometric data. DPA 18 also covers what is defined as special categories of personal data, which you may know in MOD as sensitive personal data. These are racial or ethnic origin, opinions and beliefs, trade union membership, sexual orientation. These now include genetic, DNA and biometric data. So what else has changed? There's now an increased emphasis on control of processing and rights for data subjects. DPA 2018 provides the following rights for individuals. The right to be informed. Everybody has the right to know how their personal data is being used by an organisation. The right of access. Everybody has the right to get confirmation that an organisation holds their personal data and get access to it. The right to rectification. Everybody has the right to have personal data rectified if it is inaccurate or incomplete. The right to erasure, also known as right to be forgotten. Everybody has the right to request an organisation to delete or remove personal data where there's no good or lawful reason for them to continue holding it. The right to restrict processing. Everybody has the right to limit the processing of their own personal data. The right to object to processing. Everybody has the right to object to their personal data being used for certain purposes, such as direct marketing or scientific research and statistics. Right to data portability. This right allows you to move, copy or transfer personal data easily from one IT environment to another in a safe and secure way. Rights related to automated decision-making, including profiling. The right to be informed of when decisions are being made about you automatically and of the right to have those decisions reviewed by a person. Keep in mind, these rights do not apply to every instance of processing. Take the right to erasure, for example. Employees do not have the right to be forgotten in all areas, as this could prevent some very important processing, such as pay and pension. Under DPA 2018, an organisation must be able to demonstrate compliance with the data protection principles. The data protection principles. Personal data must be processed fairly and lawfully and transparently. Personal data must be processed for specific, explicit and legitimate purposes. Personal data must be adequate, relevant and limited to what is necessary. Personal data must be accurate and, where necessary, kept up to date. Personal data must not be kept for longer than is necessary. Personal data must be processed securely. There are now new rules regarding consent of giving personal data, which must be freely given to a clear and transparent purpose. You may be asked if you'd like to participate in a trial, undertake a survey, or take part in a cycle to work scheme. These are all voluntary. Without your consent, your data cannot be used. Organisations now have to get their staff or customers to opt in when relying on consent forms to process information, not opt out. You may also be aware of many cases involving the misuse or lack of security of personal data. Uber, TalkTalk and Strava, to name a few. This is why security breaches involving personal data must be reported immediately. If you find a breach, you should contact your local data protection advisor, who will help you report it using the MOD Information Security Incident Reporting Scheme, MIS-IRS form. Taking this action quickly should ensure that the Information Commissioner's Office is notified of the breach no later than 72 hours after discovery, as the new law requires. You will not be required to contact the ICO directly. Upper-level administrative fines for breaching data protection laws have also been significantly increased under DPA 2018. MOD is required to protect all personal data. All staff have a key part to play in making this happen. Remember, treat other people's personal data as if it were your own. As you can see, there are lots of changes coming on the 25th of May. To learn more, you can visit ico.org.uk or email cio-dpa@mod.gov.uk.